Good morning. Um, I wanted to start this video with a bit of a confession that I have been praying for a long time that God would restore to me um, the ability to see and hear visions and dreams. For a long time, I had been able to dream and see things and enjoy time in His presence. And as life went on and got busy, I kind of took that for granted and didn't always pay attention to what was being said, and certainly didn't share with people what I knew I needed to share. And that subtly went away. And so this is a confession to you that I was not responsible with a gift that God gave me. And so over the last couple of weeks, I've been really praying that God would give me the time and the ability to receive that gift back. And last night, He did. I had just a beautiful dream. And let me be a little bit more clear about dreams. I dream dreams and pretty quickly forget what's going on. I don't have the best memory for things. I'm pretty much living in the moment all the time, unless it's happening right in front of me. I just don't really have that much that I remember. But throughout my life, there have been dreams that I remember, that I can still remember very vividly. In fact, there is one dream that I recall that is a bit of a promise that God made to me. And I think part of the reason that I kind of, I guess you could say I forsook my dream gift is that I felt that God hadn't fulfilled that promise. But this dream happened almost 10 years ago, and I can still remember it as vividly now as the morning I woke up after it. But that dream hasn't been fulfilled in my life, and so I guess you could say I held a grudge that God hadn't fulfilled that dream because it wasn't happening in my time. So that dream kind of faded away, and I'm not going to get into it because it's not really relevant here. What is relevant is I really do believe that Jesus is coming back soon, and that it's very important for me to be sharing my faith and be sharing the gospel message with anyone who has ears to hear. That includes my neighbors, the people around me, and now anyone who happens to see the videos that I am now making. So this dream that I had last night was very short and wouldn't seem too significant, other than the very brief message at the end. I was sitting at the dinner table with just my dad and I, and this yellow jacket, a hornet, landed on the table. And my dad and I have this kind of running thing where we try, and if the yellow jacket lands on the table, we try and smash it. I'm pretty allergic, and we try and keep everybody safe, and we don't want anybody getting hurt. So try and get rid of it, and I couldn't. No matter what I did, it got away. But I just remember it got really angry and started buzzing around like crazy. and it was stinging at anything, at everything. My dad was just sitting there. He didn't say anything. I don't remember really saying anything. I got up from the table, but I didn't like move away. I just kind of stood up and I kind of put my hand up. I even like took another swing at it or two. And I just remember it was like trying to sting over and over and over and over again. And I even remember the sound of the stinger on the table. Like thunk, 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 as it would fly down and hit the table and hit the book and hit the plate, and unable to get me. And then I woke up. And as I was waking up, I remember thinking, like, what was that about? And just the message, death, where is your sting? Where is your sting? Death, where is your sting? And so that came to me as I was coming out of it. Wow, that is really cool. And immediately, it's in 1 Corinthians 6, chapter 16. Chapter 16, verse 51. Let me reveal to you what a wonderful secret. We will not all die, but we will all be transformed. It will happen in a moment, in the blink of an eye, when the last trumpet is blown. For when the trumpet sounds, those who have died will be raised to live forever, and we who are living will also be transformed. For our dying bodies must be transformed into bodies that will never die, and our mortal bodies must be transformed into immortal bodies. Then when our dying bodies have been transformed into bodies that never die, the scripture will be fulfilled. Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting? And that's it. We have hope in the resurrection because of the gift that Jesus gave of his death and resurrection, his sacrifice. He became sin so that we would not feel the effects of our sin, that we would not see the judgment of our sin. He became sin and took that penalty onto himself so that death would lose its sting. And we have that hope, and all we need to do is to accept that gift. And I think I mentioned it in the first short that I made. I love how Alice Cooper puts it. It's not so much that we accept Christ, but that we accept that Jesus first accepted us. It's a gift, and Jesus gave it to us freely. And all we have to do is thank him and build that beautiful relationship with him. So, anyway, I hope you have a beautiful morning, and God bless you.